Okay, well, yeah, we're live. But we might as well just wait a second anyway, you know, for people to come in here.
Yep.
Especially since this is a fake podcast anyway, as I keep saying.
See if YouTube can figure out how to send notifications. Ooh, I actually got it this time.
Based. That means I'm not shadow banned, did you know? Since
yeah,
you
that
got
is
the
how that works.
Yeah. Crazy. Okay, we're starting to get people in. Hey, you know,
Happy
Sam
birthday.
started crying just as... Oh, it's Inside Out Media's birthday. Happy birthday. Sammy just started crying as we started the stream.
You
Sammy,
should put
come
her in
here.
your lap.
She's nowhere near me. I can't get up and, like, chase her. She'll hide under my bed. She tried to last time.
You'll say we're late and gay. When is on time? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, I don't remember ever promising an exact time. I think I said between 3 and 4.
Have we ever been consistent is the better question.
We have hit 3 a couple times, but only like a couple out of 12 episodes.
I would definitely prefer if we hit 3, but I feel like we rarely do.
Yep. Okay, so some of you may be noticing that the background looks a little different this time. Well, it'll make sense in a second. All right, well, you know, we're playing a second game here where Devin tries to recognize what scene it is based on. Is it playing? Yeah, it is playing. Okay. I couldn't tell because there's so little animation in Family Guy that didn't even look like the background was moving.
It shows like a ghost of an image right now. Can you see that?
Oh, yeah. Oh, maybe... Is it already not working right?
Oh, there. It fixed itself.
Okay, hold on. I just want to check if... Oh, yeah, it's like bugging out. The capture doesn't like that. What is that capping? What is that shit? What?
You know what's funny is I do know what this scene is.
What is
Peter's
that?
going to go upstairs and dress as Daffy Duck, and the joke is that he's not wearing pants.
I think I have to pause Family Guy Funny Moments until...
No! Fuck!
Until I start capturing a... Like, I stop capturing another video at the same time. I think that's what's happening. It's like OBS is bugging out. Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna try something real quick. What happens if I do this? Yeah, no, it's still, like, fucking up. Yeah, okay. Well, I'll just pause Family Guy Funny Moments to start it back up. It really doesn't... OBS really doesn't like that shit. What the fuck is it? Never mind. Be glad you can't see the lower right part of the screen. Like, later Family Guy has some shit that should not exist. We'll just put it that. I'll just restart
I'll take
it.
your word on it, I guess.
Okay, let's talk about the first piece of news. Which is the Nintendo Switch 2 has been released. All the leaks were correct. Imagine my fucking shock. Yeah.
What's
another
different?
Switch. It's more powerful. Here, I'll just mute this video, but I'll play the video so that you guys can see. But yeah, so the Nintendo Switch is out. It's just a more powerful, or it's not out. It's got teased, and it's just a more powerful Switch. And they showed a little Mario Kart. You know, they did this little video like, oh man, look at how much different it is. It looks exactly the same. It just says magnets. Here, let's show the magnets. I'll skip to that part. Yeah, so it locks in with magnets. Whoa, how do they work? And, yeah. Music stops. Why is captions on? There's, like, no dialogue in this. Anyway, so, yeah, imagine my shock. Mario Kart's probably going to be the launch title. I mean, Mario Kart 8, I believe, is the highest selling game on Switch.
It is.
So, makes sense.
Which is funny because it's not even a new game.
Yeah, people are talking about the new look for Donkey Kong. Maybe I should go back. Because, yeah, you were telling me about this, and I didn't even notice.
Like shit. They
hold on.
took the illumination design, which is obviously way worse.
They only show it for, like, a split second. Hold on. Yeah, okay, there's Donkey Kong in the background there. I don't know how well you can see that. I'll just blow it up on the capture side.
People have made comparison images too. Yeah, people were saying they changed Peach too. I don't know if that's true though.
Okay, there's Donkey Kong right there.
There he is. Yeah. God, it looks so
stupid
bad.
as fuck. It's the shitty Illumination design for Donkey Kong. Just have Seth Rogen voice him too, and have him talk about circumcising people. I think that could be funny. Okay, well that's it. You think I'd have more to say about the Switch?
How do you feel about that, huh? You can't put it in your pocket anymore.
Yeah, it's too heavy. I can't hold it.
It is kind of interesting though that it's.
I want to see if I can try
really
and fix Family Guy funny moments. I think I can make this work. I just have to change how I did this. I can fix this. We're gonna have our Family Guy funny moments. Don't you worry. Anyway, yeah. So I don't know. You talk about the Switch 2 for a second while I get my Zoomer shit.
They made it bigger, and I have little baby hands, so I can't hold it.
Listen, I'm Zoomerizing. I'm Zoomerizing.
Oh, did we? I don't think I ever brought up the article, but Nintendo's stock dropped $2 billion after the Switch 2 announcement.
Yeah, that's hilarious. But I feel like
I don't know if that actually means anything though, because like, what's $2 billion? Like, I wish they said it in a percentage. Like, how much did the actual stock price drop? And I doubt that actually means anything either. I mean, it'd be nice if it did shit, because it's kind of lame that creativity like doesn't exist in the technology space anymore.
All right, I got your Family Guy funny moments going.
Hooray!
This is an essential part of this podcast. Essential.
This is the episode where they pretend to be veterans. Quagmire's upset because he's actually a veteran.
See, he already won. He already won the scene.
I think this game's too easy. I could probably name every scene.
You can name it. Can you name a scene when you can't even see the characters?
Yeah, I literally can't see it at all, but that's a VCR talking is what's happening. And
dude,
it's a joke
what the
of those two Muppets, you know? At the Game Awards, they had those two Muppets. It's those guys, except it was a VCR. That's what that scene was, even though I couldn't see the VCR at all. I know every Family Guy scene. I couldn't do the dialogue for all of them, but I definitely at least recognize every Family Guy image. This is Cleveland's family went to buy things at Goodwill. Then they saw Peter, so they're all pretending to donate.
Okay, how are people gonna know the news if you're saying every fucking Family Guy?
Are we going to the game? Okay.
Okay.
This might be too distracting for me. This might actually be too far.
All right, so the Unknown 9 Awakening stuff, their entire cinematic universe collapsed, basically, which, you'd be forgiven for not even knowing that they were planning a cinematic universe around the shitty Indian Uncharted game. But, yes,
is this the H1B thing people were talking about?
Yeah, we were gonna... Nathan Drake got replaced with this chick. Because, there's no skill left in America and stuff. So we need her.
I'm sure she's the best and the brightest.
Yeah.
And that's why the game did so well, right?
Yeah, but they had like a whole cinematic universe thing. Oh, this article doesn't even have the image. There's an image where they showed all the different projects that they were going to do. And they canceled them all. So, cool.
That's good.
All right, now the Suicide Squad. Now, don't worry, we're going to talk about the Kingdom Come Deliverance stuff, but some of this we can get through pretty fast. We'll save the Kingdom Come 2 stuff for last. All right, now this, I'll pause my incredibly nostalgic Gen 3 music because I want you to hear the end of the Suicide Squad. Are you listening to... Well, wait, you'll be on a delay if you listen to the stream. Do you want to just look this up? Batman is alive cutscene, Suicide Squad kill the Justice League ending. All right, just watch that.
Okay.
And we'll sync it up and play at the same time. I'll pause Family Guy funny moments because,
tell me when
it's already distracting enough, isn't it? All right, 3, 2, 1, play.
We phased our butts into Brainy's lair and he was steamed, but guess who else showed up?
Brainiac, that's enough. Kryptonian, you're indubitably too discombobulated to fight. Don't you know, Brainiac? Anything's possible with a little help from your friends.
Thought he meant us for a second, but of course he meant bats. Kapow! Bat says, the criminals, that's us, did well following his plan. So how'd we figure out Brainy had cloned the league? We were like, there were clones? Anyway, we totally laid it out. If we took him back, Walla would make them into even bigger tools. More importantly, she'd totally 86 us. Soup said the league needs to atone for everything that happened, starting with freeing all the folks Brainy tentacle wrapped.
All right, you can just pause here. That's pretty much it.
Yeah,
I mean, the rest is irrelevant. So here you go. So they were all clones the whole time, which was, believe it or not, that was leaked all the way back when the game came out. But you might be missing something. Do you see that? Guess who's calling us during the podcast?
Is it dead?
Yes.
Every time.
How does he not know? It's Tuesday at the same time. Anyway, so you might be noticing someone missing from this Justice League picture. Because guess who wasn't cloned? You know who wasn't cloned? Wonder Woman was not a clone. She still fucking died. So Batman's plan was to get Wonder Woman killed. Because that's what the cutscene says, that this was their plan, was to have the Suicide Squad, a bunch of, literal who nobody weaklings, who most of them don't even have powers, kill the Justice League clones. That was the plan. Yeah, look, there's even a statue to Wonder Woman. Like, so her dying.
Yeah, they're like recognizing she exists. So she did actually die.
Yeah, and so
I was thinking they just forgot. Like, I don't know, they forgot Wonder Woman exists.
Yeah, so that's it. And I guess they played the thank you, Kevin thing in this for no reason. But yeah, so that's great. That's great.
I don't know. It's not even that interesting. It's just bad.
Well, yeah, there's no budget. It's not even a cutscene. This is it. This motion comic is the end of the Suicide Squad game that they, by contract, had to make, because no one played these DLCs.
They shut the studio down now?
I hope. Did they? Or I can't remember if... No, I don't think they did, but they should. Okay, there's that news, if you were curious about the end of the Suicide Squad game. The true end.
Did you ever look up, like, player numbers for Suicide Squad to see, like, how many people actually played the end?
Oh, no, but I'm sure it's, like, nobody. Because, like, less than a week after launch, it only had 300 active players. So it had to be in the double digits, the amount of people who actually played the ending.
I just want to know who... Like, are the only people who force themselves through, like, achievement people? Or, the mentally retarded, maybe? Not even you could push yourself to do it for a video. So, like, I wouldn't even think YouTubers would do it.
Yeah, I mean, there were a couple YouTubers who were like, I played the Suicide Squad DLC, so you don't have to. As if anyone was going to. But I saw that video had, like, at least 250,000 views. So,
damn.
Yes, there are people willing to see how bad it got. But from what I already saw myself, there wasn't much content to begin with. So I'm not going to call it like clickbait literally, but it's sort of like spiritual clickbait, because there's nothing to cover. All right, I turned Family Guy Funny Moments back on. All right, so next piece of news. Avowed nuked their entire community forums section on Steam, and it got removed from people's wish list. So people are thinking the game is going to get delayed. That's basically what it sounds like.
Can it get canceled, please?
Wait, no way. I mean, the game's done.
Oh, okay, so that's clearly a Photoshop that people have the tags as DEI.
No, because on Steam, you can give things tags.
Oh, so that's real?
I think. I didn't look it up. I don't really care. I'll be honest. But you can vote. You can, how tags on Steam are determined is the user base gives them. That's why a lot of games have nonsensical genre tags, because people are retarded.
Well, Masterful has psychological horror, so that one's pretty good.
Yeah, that's funny, but...
That's true, though.
Yeah. So... Yeah, that's interesting.
Isn't this the game that everyone got mad at us for saying looked like shit?
Well, who's everyone?
I feel like chat got mad at us.
No.
We looked at this. No?
Nah,
This is a different game we said looked like shit.
Probably.
They all look like shit.
Nah, I think people definitely agree this looks like shit. The characters look ugly as hell. Okay. Elon Musk confirms he cheated to become a top player in Path of Exile 2 and Diablo 4. So I watched Quinn 69 TV, if you know who that is. He's a loud Australian guy who covered this. And yeah, basically some other like private DMs with some other YouTuber. He basically admitted that he boosts and it's fine.
It with Osmongold?
Because everyone does. Who? What's with Osmongold?
The private DMs.
Was it? Or was it with a different guy?
That's what I remember hearing, but I don't know if it's true.
Well,
but,
regardless.
I mean, basically, he just did exactly what we said we thought he was doing, which was paying someone else to play on the account.
Yeah, and he said everyone does it. Everyone cheats, so it's fine that he does. That's what he says in here. So, yeah, that's good.
He's a teasmo, dude.
Yeah, he is. He also, I don't know. He also defends like him being one of the best Quake players or whatever. I don't know if that was verified or not. Like he says, what he says specifically here is, I did come second in the first or one of the first paid video game tournaments in America in Quake. And
wasn't he in South Africa at the time?
I don't know. I have no idea.
I don't know. It sounds made up though.
I mean,
it's one of those things where
regardless,
someone lies once, why are you going to believe him ever again?
well, yeah, and in the Quinn TV video, I saw him pull up a different podcast that I guess has like competitive shooter people on it, and the guy there said that he sucked. So, I'm just saying, it doesn't matter if he was on a team with the best players, he wasn't one of the best players. You know what I mean? Like,
yep.
All right, hold on, I'm gonna switch tracks here.
Every time you click off of Family Guy funny moments, it makes like a glitch screen.
Yeah, I know. It's just how OBS works. Here, we'll just go with this. Yeah, I could probably listen to this for a while. Family Guy funny moments. This is essential. We need it on screen. There we go.
Everyone's attention was gone for those 5 seconds.
Yeah, don't worry. We're back. We're back. We're getting our engagement levels up. All right, next piece of news. As Dragon Age the Veilguard director leaves and studio closure rumors surface, Mass Effect 5 director appears to hint the RPG is just fine. Just ignore the fucking headline for this. This is Copium by Games Radar. Basically, the real news is the trans director of Dragon Age Veilguard left, right? Corrine Bush or whatever. Whatever. I don't know what his real name is. So I don't give a shit. His man name, Anyway,
his slave name.
Yeah, his dead name. Yeah. Anyway, but they left the studio, and there's rumors that BioWare Edmonton might get shut down because the other BioWare,
dude.
The one that made Andromeda, got shut down. That was a different BioWare, but this is the main BioWare studio. That made Last Dragon Age. So if they get shut down, then BioWare's dead for realsies. So I hope that happens, but Mass Effect 5, for now, seems to still be in development. So hopefully, they say Corrine Bush has been at EA for 18 years. So what was his name before then? Because he definitely hasn't, been a woman for 18 years, so to speak.
Right.
So I don't know. I'm just, the way that people talk about this shit always... It's either highly amusing or disturbing.
Has BioWare always been a part of EA, or were they acquired?
Actually, that is a good question. Because EA bought, like, most of its other studios. Someone check could probably answer that. I'm assuming they got bought out early on. Is how it worked. Because I don't know how many EA actually made themselves.
In 2007.
Oh, 2007. Okay, there you go.
So he was at EA before they were acquired. Or literally, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind. He's rounding up then.
Okay, TikTok is back online after Trump pledged to restore it. So yeah, TikTok was down for 12 hours, and then Trump extended it by 3 months. Because, I don't want to get too deep into this stuff. I don't want to get in trouble. But basically, certain people can control the narrative. There's too much anti-Semitism on TikTok, which we know is really horrible, obviously. So now 50% of TikTok shares need to be owned by the U.S. or it'll get shut down, basically.
Yeah, it's like in general, like the idea of TikTok, I don't like, but I think it's a good thing that at least one social media is owned by a non-US entity. That way, like, we can at least get a different set of propaganda. You know?
Yep.
Because as long as everything's owned by the US, then we're never gonna get anything on the plight of the Palestinians, you know, because that's what I really care about is the plight of the Palestinians.
True. Yes. I also love Palestinians. Why did Family Guy Funny Moments cut out? What happened?
I was paying too much attention to it.
I guess maybe he had to cut a scene for copyright or something. It literally was just black for like 5 seconds.
Yeah, probably.
All right. Anyway. Yeah, so I don't give a shit about TikTok. The brain rot is definitely making everyone retarded, but...
Did you hear the teenager, like, set fire to someone's office in protest to the TikTok ban?
To whose office?
I don't know. I could find out really fast.
Just a random person's... That'll do it. That'll get attention. Well, I guess it got covered on the news, but that's still retarded. What?
Yeah, is a congressman's office.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Based.
Yep.
Okay. Anyway.
No one was inside, though, sad.
Yeah. Next piece of news.
It's weird. They won't tell me the race of the teenager. Must be a coincidence.
Yeah. Teenager, quote unquote. Teenager.
Yeah, 19-year-old teenager.
Yeah. Yeah, that is usually what it is.
I mean, that's what it was.
Oh, yeah. So it actually was the meme. 19. Yeah. So a grown adult minority torches.
Yeah, just a kid. That's like, you know, just a baby. A 6'4" child.
Yep.
250 pounds.
Sorry, I'm getting a drink of coffee. I know we don't need dead air. Ramble about something for a second.
The FTC says Genshin Impact deceived children. Orders its publisher to pay $20 million fine, which is basically nothing. But it is funny that we're finally attacking gacha slop.
Yeah, the Chinese have been too successful.
For too long.
By appealing to straight people. That's crazy. I don't even like China, but I appealing to straight people is good. So I'm conflicted.
You say they're appealing to straight people, but just look up Venti Genshin Impact and put a picture of him on screen.
Well, that's Neo. That's Neo straightness, aka femboys.
Being gay. Yeah.
Well, listen. I'm the Fuda guy, so femboy guys are like the brother of the Fuda guys.
No, they're not.
They're not. They're in the same ballpark.
Then you're gay. Because femboy is just a man.
That's true. That is true. That's the problem. That is the problem.
Yeah.
Listen, we're in Roman times. They're looking for their what's the term, Devin? The term for the no, not concubine. no, the Greek word for the little boys.
I have no idea.
Chat, come on, bail me out. Pederasty, yeah. But no, that's not even the word I was looking for. But basically, but yeah, pederasty is the.
People are just saying words.
Yeah, society is collapsing, so the sexual degenerate men now have to do bad things to things that resemble little boys. So that's where the femboy thing comes from. So, every time Zoomers are lusting after a femboy and then at the same time say pedophilia is the worst thing ever, that's the double think of modern society coming out. There you go. That's all I'm saying.
You are kind of right. Femboy is the closest thing you can get to just a male child. Because no adult man looks like a woman, ever.
Yeah, but again, this would require Zoomers to have self-awareness, so of course they're not going to address that.
You're too busy watching the Family Guy in the background.
No, that is a 21-year-old looks like a 14-year-old boy, but he's 21. They literally are the same people that would shit on the 1,000-year-old lolly, but are fine with having gay sex with a boy that resembles a woman, but also resembles a small boy. You know what I mean? Whatever. Anyway. This has nothing to do with gaming news. It's just where
What do you mean? That's all
society's
gaming
collapsing.
is nowadays. It's talking about gay shit.
You're right. You're right, because well, yeah, but on both, the worst part is it's on both sides, because it's always okay when Asians do it because the characters look conventionally attractive and not anything like what they look like in real life, which is part of the problem. You know what I mean? That's the femboy thing, is because of the anime art style itself, just, you know, being appealing to people who are not neurotypical, essentially, I guess is the nice way of putting it.
Yeah, I mean, it's also just because it all looks the same. So if a female and a male have the exact same face, then you can pull off the femboy thing better.
See, this is the gaming news you came for. This is why people really listen to CHUDCAST.
Yeah,
to
dude,
hear...
if you just look up Venti and nothing else, just Google Venti and then go to images, you're like, this is the gayest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, well, regardless, I mean, it's just the next in the long line, you know, of Astolfo's, Bridget's, Felix, Argyle, there's other ones. But this is just, Venti is just the latest in a long line of people making exceptions to being straight, quote unquote, you know? Okay, anyway, next piece of news.
Didn't China make it, like, illegal to have femboys and stuff? Whatever happened to that?
What? China made it illegal to have femboys? Is that what you said? I think they did do something like that. Yeah, look that up. Look that up. Give me a link in Discord. I'll bring it up.
Okay. you read that. I'll do that.
Oh, right. After shutting down several popular emulators, Nintendo admits emulation is legal, but emulator developers are still walking a tightrope. So yes, the top IP lawyer at Nintendo agreed that emulators are technically legal at a panel for intellectual property rights. They run afoul of the law when they bypass encryption, recreate copyrighted programs, or point users pirated material. So yeah, that one guide that we covered earlier was still definitely breaking the law, obviously.
Yes, yeah.
But in general,
they've said for years that emulation is illegal, that you're not. So it's weird that they're admitting it now. Also, I sent you the link. It's that they banned effeminate men on TV.
Oh, they're finding video
games are safe. Yeah.
Yeah, that's retarded. Okay, hold on. China bans effeminate men on TV. Yeah, back in 2021. By having a femboy in the biggest gacha Breath of the Wild
clone. It is the biggest Chinese game. Genshin Impact, like 100%.
Yeah, that's fine. That's totally not retarded, but whatever. Anyway.
This is just anti-Korea. They just hate Koreans. Because that's clearly supposed to be a K-pop type dude.
Okay, so that was all the gaming news, because I don't really have much to say on this emulator thing. It's just like, yes, Nintendo is just like Disney. They do all the same shit as Disney, but they get away with it because, man, children still love their baby games, including me. I love my baby games, but they don't make my baby games. That's the thing. Yep. They don't even make the games I like. I can't defend them. Where's Metroid Prime 4, Cucks? The Switch 2, that better be part of the fucking Switch 2, like, proper reveal thing in February. If they don't have Prime 2, like, Prime 2 launch day, fuck you, Nintendo.
You mean Prime 4?
Prime 4. Yeah, I slipped.
Isn't it crazy? They announced Prime 4 with the Switch. And now it may be releasing, with the Switch 2.
That's why not even Nintendo is immune to the competency crisis, you know? Like who did they outsource it to? I can't remember, because it wasn't Retro Studios wasn't making it originally.
I thought it was Namco, but I might be wrong.
Yeah, it might be them, and they just fucking botched it horribly, you know, and they had to restart development, you know, and it's like, why didn't you just get Retro Studios to do it in the fucking first place?
Yeah, it was Namco. It was originally developed by Namco. Namco is shit, so they obviously failed.
Yeah.
And now Retro Studios had to cancel their Star Fox game.
So hopefully we get Prime 4. Yeah. Yeah, wait a minute. The Star Fox game also, I mean, how far did they get in that? Like, how many years in did they cancel Prime 4's development? Like 2 years, probably?
Yeah, something like that.
So now Retro Studios has probably been working on Prime 4 for like 5 fucking years. Where's the game? The Switch came out in 2017.
Yeah, so yeah. It was announced in 2017. Then it was re-announced in 2019 after killing Namco. So yeah, 2 years of development.
The Switch sucks. I'm just gonna keep saying it. It has a weak library, and
What are you talking about?
half
what about,
the games people like are just weeb
What about
slop.
Pokemon? What about Pokemon?
Yeah, the worst Pokemon games. I mean, I still kind of like them, or I like the one I played, but but it was probably one of the worst Pokemon games.
I mean, Sword and Shield is the worst. 100% that's the worst one. But
and you didn't even like Legends Arceus, did you?
No, I got bored.
Yeah, you didn't even like that one.
I like Scarlet Violet.
Good. Yeah.
Also, you loved Odyssey. Isn't that your favorite Mario game?
Yeah. The worst 3D Mario that people pretend is good. Yeah.
You know, now that I'm like trying to defend this, I'm like, damn, it had the worst Pokemon game, the worst 3D Mario, the worst Zelda game, even though I'm the only one who thinks that.
Well, Tears of the Kingdom is one of the worst Zelda games.
I think it's the worst Zelda game. I hate it with every fiber of my being. And Breath of the Wild is amazing, but it came out on Wii U too, so that's not even a Switch exclusive.
Yep. Yeah,
its best-selling game isn't even a Switch exclusive. It's a remake of a Wii U game. All
of the best Switch games that I know chat likes are just anime games, you know, which there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, you know, you like Xenoblade 2.
Yeah, Xenoblade 2 is good.
People like Unicorn Overlord, right? That came out last year. There's other shit, but the thing is like, or like Octopath. You like Octopath, right?
Octopath's not a Switch game, is it?
Yeah, isn't it?
Oh, it's on PC now. Yeah, I guess Octopath definitely isn't a system seller, though. It is good, though.
Yeah. Okay, anyway, so now we need to get to the last and biggest gaming news that I'm sure many of you came for. Unfortunately, it's being suppressed, so I had to just get images. I already reacted to some of this on my last stream anyway, so hold on. I gotta just move my overlay so I can read this. I got a bunch of screenshots here. But basically, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is going to be, woke, basically, I guess is the short way of saying it. So here, this is the leaked screenshot that first was like kind of the beginning of the end, where we have an African character named Musa, who is a scholar, explorer, and physician who runs the camp infirmary. And so we have African, smart, intelligent guy that's already interesting.
This is just the we was Kang. Like, he's a Kang.
Yep, he's a Kang, and he was.
He was.
He was. And I'll get to the contradiction in a second, but the lower right screenshot, I know you won't be able to read it, but I'll read it for you. This is his dialogue. Overall, it is safer in our country. Nobody will waylay you on your journey, and we treat women with greater respect and set great, I can't read that. Great, is that store? By learning? Whatever. Anyway, the point is, yes, the African nations have no crime and also respect women. This is fucking so bullshit.
Dude,
it's unreal.
True comparing modern day Africa to peasant Europe.
Yeah, so this is interesting because I'm sure all of you remember back in 2015 when Daniel Vavra, the director, said, "Would you please explain to me what's racist about telling the truth? There were no black people in medieval Bohemia, period." February 22nd, 2015. How the times have changed. These other two tweets are from, he did this whole diatribe where he was, quote-unquote, debunking the ridiculous claims, which the only thing he debunked was the game being banned in Saudi Arabia. Everything else was true. Henry now can be gay. You can choose to be gay with Hans, the rich prick dude who I showed you last time. You can be gay with that dude because he's your bro. He becomes your bro in the first game. And so you can be gay with your bro, even though there's literally no hint of him being gay in the first game. He just chose. Like, maybe he got molested in between games, and I don't know.
Well, we already talked about this, but the reason why that's obviously bullshit is that he is a character. He's not you. This isn't like Skyrim, where if you're gay, you can pretend to be gay in your video game. Like, this is a established character that they are now telling you is gay, and that you as the player can choose to see that or not.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, why are people pretending that this is, like Skyrim or any of these other RPGs where you create your own character? It's not. Henry is a predefined character. Yes, you can make dialogue options. Yes, you can choose, like, oh, is he a great swordsman or archer or sneaky guy or whatever. Other than that, he's a fucking character. He is a person. Everything that happens to the cutscene is out of the player's control. He talks. He does actions. He is a character. Like, this is, like, so stupid. Why would you even give the option to have him be gay, except, you know, he's pandering to the woke crowd for some reason now. For some reason with 3 parentheses, of course, you know. Don't look at his early life section.
The timing is retarded. It's like he pretended to be based when being based would get you kicked off every platform. And now that it's, like, cool to be based, he's like, actually, I'm back to being gay. Yeah, I'm assuming he got a lot of money is the reason why this is happening.
Yeah, he rubbed his hands a lot. His nose grew 3 sizes. You know, I
hear there's a type of people who like money a lot and will do things for money. I don't know who, though.
Yeah, I don't know. Don't read his early life section.
You know, they tried to remove that from Wikipedia.
Yeah. Yep. All right, what are these other screenshots I had? I can't remember. Oh, yeah. This is a point someone made on V. Yasuke, based on real historical sources, woke. Musa, no historical sources, not woke.
And this is just true. At least Yasuke is a person who probably existed. Now, he didn't exist in the way they're saying he did, but he at least existed. This is literally making up your own fan fiction of some black guy who's a super genius and is like, actually, Africa's the greatest place on earth, and you Europeans are backward. I don't know how you defeated us in every war ever and, conquered the entire continent with nothing but sticks, but clearly we're superior.
Now, I mean, obviously, 90% of Yasuke's legacy is made up, but at least he was a living person. You know, he did exist. This Musa guy did not exist. This is literally fan fiction in a supposedly historical fiction setting, right? This is not historical. Nothing about this is historical. This sounds, again, like if you read the fucking dialogue, this sounds like literally what woke leftists put in all their fucking games, where he is,
people are saying that, like, is he supposed to be an Ottoman? But Ottomans aren't black. Like, look up an Egyptian. Just type into Google Egyptian. They don't look black. It's clearly not. He's Nigerian or you know.
Yeah. I don't know Mali. I don't know that region in the 15th century. I have no idea. But he's African.
I'm just looking at his phenotype. You know, that is not an Ottoman.
Yeah. Okay, what else we got? Oh, yeah, and here's everyone's favorite right-wing grifter, Grums, saying the game is not woke. He's decided to go all in on this because, I don't know, who knows?
Yeah, if this isn't woke, then nothing is. Like, this is
what does woke
literally
mean?
Making up a fantasy character talking about how great black people are.
Define woke, please. I've defined it in like 5 videos now. My enemies or supposed allies, whichever one, please define woke. Your definition's retarded, whatever it is. It means nothing if this doesn't count as woke. So, you know. Yeah. So, the game's fucked. Oh, yeah. Did I not have a screenshot for the gay Hans thing? I don't know. You can choose to be gay. Hold on. I have one of my media player things should have me reacting to on the last stream. I reacted to it. Hold on.
While you find that, this Family Guy scene is Mort complaining because he has been transported back in time to World War II Germany. Just in case you didn't think I still knew all the scenes of Family Guy.
All right,
I'm sure there are new people who haven't seen my superpower yet. So.
Spikers. What day was this? Oh, here it is. Yeah, here we go. I'll mute it so I don't have to talk over myself. That's capturing, right? No, hold on. I can fix this. Hold on. There we go. I love how I'm literally in the Breakers queue, just waiting for the next fucking match. As I'm reading out these tweets. But basically, the short version is, yeah, so Vavris spurged out. Like I said, he spurged out. He wrote a series of 10 tweets to quote-unquote debunk it. Didn't debunk anything. And that in these 10 tweets is where he confirmed that you can choose to be gay. Yeah, he said gay characters were already in the first game. Yeah, but it was literally the villain, I'm pretty sure. The main villain of the game is gay. So that's not glorifying homosexuality. He's the bad guy, right?
Right.
So yeah, in the 5th tweet, he justifies it's an RPG, you're responsible for your decisions, which again, so you're pretending...
We already established that's a lie, because it's an established character who is gay now. And that means you're gay for playing him too, by the way. So if you play this game, I'm sorry, you're gay. I don't make the rules.
In the 3rd tweet, he says, as much as I don't like forced diversity, nobody was forcing us to do anything, and we are not forcing anyone to do certain things.
That's worse. If you weren't forced to do this, then it's worse.
Listen, again, to not say anything bannable, there's a certain group of people who are known for their slippery language. In fact, that's what on IQ tests, they specifically rate high for their vocal intelligence. Literally, maybe like a snake in the Bible that would deceive, a woman into fucking all of us. Yeah, whites, of course.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway, so this is literally just semantics. Forced diversity does not mean I'm going to force you to suck a cock in a game. You put characters in the game you said you wouldn't do. You mocked people for it 10 years ago, almost 10 years ago, and now look what happened. 10 years later, you stabbing everyone in the back. Anyway, so the slippery gay shit is pissing me off. Anyway, all right, hold on. Now I'm gonna skim these other tweets. Was there anything else in here? I don't think he never like specifically defends like the Hans being the gay love interest thing, because I guess maybe he considers it a spoiler. I have no idea. Let's see. He does explain where Musa came from. So Musa came to Bohemia with an invading army as a member of the royal court of King Sigismund, whom he met thanks to his engagement at the court of Sultan Bayezid. He's an educated noble and Renaissance man from the Kingdom of Mali. How do you write that and not think that's woke, dude?
I don't know how to respond to this without getting too based. But
yeah, this is the Yasuke thing all over again.
It literally was not possible.
Yeah. Oh, and the 9 out of 10 tweet is important too. Everything displayed corresponds to the morals and social norms of 1403 Bohemia, and is only there to make an interesting story and not at all to appeal to a modern audience.
Sure.
So someone brought up a point. I didn't screenshot this, but I saw someone say, okay, so we can stone the gays then, right? Like, that's historically accurate. Somehow I don't think so. I don't think that's
It'd be pretty interesting, too. It would be...
Yeah.
It would definitely be more interesting than some imaginary fairy tale black guy with what is basically superpowers for medieval Europe.
Yeah, no. So the game it's screwed over. I'm sorry, guys. Like, I'm not, you guys already know, especially if you saw the streams, I'm not a super fan of the first game by any stretch, but I can respect it for being a well-made game for what it is, even if I don't find it super fun. And I will, that's not me saying I'm not going to stream it. I'm still going to stream more of it. But the point is, like, it's clearly not exactly my sort of thing, but I do have to defend this on principle, obviously, because, like, a lot of our team, and I don't even mean that in quotes, legitimately our team, do like the game, and now they're getting backstabbed. It was supposed to be like the one based, high budget game developers sold out, and so here we are.
Well, the thing is, you need to know the early life of everyone at this point.
Yes. Well, eventually you won't have to.
Yeah.
You learn to recognize phenotype.
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, Family Guy funny moments
white
fucked
people,
up again.
of course.
Yeah, whites, of course. Yeah, only whites. But yeah, so, oh, hold on. The crop is wrong on the Family Guy Funny Moments thing. I don't know what happened. I love how you can see the Family Guy Funny Moments 1 hour in the top there. All right, hold on. I'll fix it. Anyway, that's pretty much it for the news, though. I think we covered everything important. I don't think there's really
you don't want to do
the
funnier one.
right. Hold on. Yeah, we have non-gaming news. I actually almost forgot. Yeah, hold on. I'm getting to that. Okay, so Meta under fire for making users automatically follow Trump and Vance on Facebook. Blocks hashtag Democrat and hashtag DNC on Instagram.
Oh shit.
So yeah, Zuckerberg switched teams hardcore. You know, that
dude, this is like a full U-turn. Like
yeah.
This is so fucking funny.
Yeah, this should worry you a lot. All right, hold on. Hours after reports about Meta labeling certain Democrat hashtags on Instagram as sensitive content, seems like the problem has now been resolved. Okay, they fixed it. Well, whatever.
One guy got a little too excited is what happened.
Yeah,
he's like,
yeah.
oh shit, we're finally doing it.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yep. Okay, well, that's kind of amusing. But again, it should worry you that, certain tech lefty people who may look a certain way and have certain names are switching teams.
Well, because they never actually believed anything. I've always thought this. Like, corporations don't believe things. If they're doing gay shit, it's because someone's making them, you know?
Does believing in satanic rituals count as believing something?
No, that's Satan making you do it.
Yeah, okay. Is eating foreskins, like, is that part of their beliefs? Do I have to respect that? I don't know.
That's how they stay old or stay young.
Yeah.
How they stay old.
Yeah. Okay. Well, hey, next piece of non-gaming news. Nigerian scammers accused in AI-driven fake Brad Pitt fraud.
Dude, this story's so fucking funny.
Dude, this is yeah, you explain. You read it all.
Okay, so basically a bunch of Nigerians used fake AI voice recording and like AI videos of Brad Pitt to convince some 50-year-old French woman who is married to a millionaire to send them money. And they like it started small scale, where it's just them being like, I love you, blah, 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 good morning, all these nice bullshittery things. But then it's like, oh, I want to send you these nice gifts, like this $1 million diamond ring and stuff because I'm Brad Pitt. And then they would send them another email to be like, customs is blocking this. You have to give me 5,000 French dollary dues to get it, right? So it started out small like that until finally they just sent her a picture of Brad Pitt in a hospital and is like, I need money for a kidney transplant. I need $800,000. And then she's like, well, it's my bank account's frozen because of the divorce. That's why. And of course, this retarded woman sent them the money.
Yeah, so if you're ever curious what women will do for Chad, here you go.
Yeah, this is it.
So this is
already married to a millionaire, by the way. That's where she's getting the money from.
Yep. I'm glad we're covering black pill news now. I mean, I know you said this is funny, but to me, it's funny and depressing. Because,
this is hilarious to me.
Yeah.
See if they have an image of her.
Yeah, do they have an image of her in this article? No, I guess not.
Oh, I've seen a different one had it, but she looks pretty attractive for being like 50 or whatever.
Yeah.
So why the rich dude married her.
Okay, in our last piece of non-gaming news, Sam Hyde released a sequel to his Dear Elon video, Dear Vivek, which is I actually didn't even get the joke at first, but basically he set up a call center where people, call in and leave messages, and he just talks about the state of society or whatever. Yeah, I mean, it is. I don't even know. It's a good video. I still have 7 more minutes on it, as you can see here, but it is funny how brazenly he can talk about certain subjects because he's a comedian, and there are still retarded
We're
people.
comedians. Why can't we say the N-word?
Yeah, why am I? Do I not get qualified as a comedian yet? I mean, come on. Yeah, I don't know. It is nice though to hear him talk about the decline of society, because I always like it when comedians talk about serious shit. You know, it doesn't mean they're always right. You know, like I feel like Dave Chappelle's a good example of someone who gets a lot wrong, even if, you know, like it's funny, but a lot of it is not funny in hindsight. You know, but like Sam Hyde, you know, I'd say most of it's on the mark. It's good shit, good sequel. It's funny, like there's multiple people calling in talking about like going in the military, and it's like, to someone like me, why would you think, okay, my civilization is currently collapsing, I'm being replaced, I'm gonna go die for a country across the world who's controlling everything? Why is that the thing you go to? I mean, I know there's benefits for going in the military, obviously, but you're just helping make things worse. If anything, we need to force the H-1B visas to go die in the front lines. You know,
I think the idea is, the reality is you're pretty safe. Like, you're more likely to be raped than to die in the military, and I guess they just want to be doing the raping.
Yeah, that's kind of based, if true. No, it's not. Don't clip that.
Rape is bad.
Don't clip that. Okay, well, anyway, so I thought it was pretty good. That's it for news, though. Finally, this is a pretty heavy news week. I feel like everything happened at the same time.
Yeah, and we even skipped a bunch of stuff. Like, we didn't talk about any of the executive order that are funny. But
yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't know. Were there any specifically you want to talk about? Did you send me any?
No.
Oh, okay. All right.
I don't know.
Well, we
Chat,
can
post any funny ones.
Okay. Well, we can move on to the year games then. All right. First, we have to explain. You explain the rules, because I'm mad and I will say bad things to chat about this.
So, the point of this is every single year, we play the best games of that year, and we're trying to find all of the greatest games ever made. And so on a big giant tier list, we put all of these greatest games we played. So the goal is to recommend to you guys games to play right now, rather than playing shit games that come out today, because no more good games are going to be made. So the only way to play good games is to look at older games. That's the point.
Yes.
Right? That sound right?
I don't know why so many people seem to think this is either one, in-depth reviews, two, that we need to respect the legacy or the influence of these games. None of that is the point. The entire point is, would I recommend this to you after playing it? And the answer is almost always no when it comes to NES games.
Yeah. So far, it's been mostly no, but not always no.
Yeah. Yep.
So, okay. Wait.
All right, so we already covered a couple 1990
So this is
games.
1990. Yeah,
yes.
Is what we're on now.
So we're moving on to Crystalis. So you played this, right? Yeah, we both played three of these games.
This is your footage.
Yeah, I know. I was making sure we played the same three that we're talking about today, right? I think.
Yes.
Anyway, so first off, Crystalis. It was pretty interesting, I gotta say. It's basically
Chat recommended, by the way.
It's halfway between Legend of Zelda and Secret of Mana. So in some ways, it's like the first action RPG, I guess, in a way.
Well, what it really plays like is Ys or Xanadu. Like, it has that style of gameplay where you basically grind for money and experience, and then once you've hit a certain point of grinding, you're now allowed to progress forward to the new area, where then you grind in this new area, and then and then you can progress forward again. And that's like the gameplay loop of all of these games.
Yeah. So the way that it definitely reminded me of Zelda is that you stand still, charge the sword, and then you shoot a sword beam. You don't have to be at full health, thankfully, but basically you just kind of spam that the entire beginning of the game. And you explore around this little map. It took me a while to figure out what I needed to do, because basically the first part of the game, you need to get a flute that wakes up an NPC. The thing is, the NPC isn't there till you buy the flute. So that's kind of Kind of stupid. Like, if you had seen the NPC there in the rock cave, I'd be like, oh, I know what to do. But
Then
no,
you know to get a flute. Yeah.
yes. But no, you have to buy the flute in the item shop. So I was just kind of wandering around doing fucking nothing because I didn't use a guide for what I played.
Yeah, I used a guide. This is, I mean, exactly what you're talking about is kind of like the worst way to design these. That you need the key item for the guy who needs the key item to even appear. So
Yeah.
So you have no way of actually knowing that you would need the thing other than that it exists and it might be a neat thing to buy.
Yep.
I actually do think that actually might be a lie. Now that I'm thinking about it, there might have been someone in town who says that the flute could wake a sleeping person.
Yes, they do say that. That is true.
Yeah.
That's not the problem. They do tell you what to do. The problem is just you don't even know where the guy is, and you also don't know where the flute is, though you can figure that out just by going to the item shop, which you're probably going to do. But the fact that you don't even know where the NPC fucking is, you might not even buy the item because you want to know where he is first, but I did just buy it because I'm like, it'll probably be fine. All right, so anyway, you wake up the guy, gives you the windmill key, get the windmill working. The windmill...
Can you look at the time right here? Like how long you have played?
15 minutes.
Okay, so that's about 15 minutes of forced grinding at the very beginning of the game. And that's probably the shortest grind time.
Yeah, you played a bit more of this than me, so you can talk about that. But anyway, so the windmill opens up the cave. You get a magic spell, just heal. You get heal from this old man in this other cave. And then you go to the first dungeon. You can get poisoned by the red slimes in here, and you just fucking die, which is how my first death was. Because, like, yes, you can buy an antidote in the item shop, but first of all, it's $40, and the basic enemies in the beginning only drop 2. And you have to buy the flute anyway, so you're going to be broke and not have any antidotes. Now, yes, there's antidotes in the dungeon forward, but are you likely to, like, keep exploring as you're bleeding to death? I thought it... Yeah, see, I got poison right there. You'll see it with the delay, obviously, on the stream. But anyway, yeah. I get poison. I just use all my healing because I'm like, the poison will probably run out, right? Because that's how it works in, like, every other video game. Right. The poison does not run out. You have to use an antidote. So that was my first death in the game. So skipping forward. There are autosaves. The autosaves are not too bad. I mean, they could be better, but they're not that bad. I buy an antidote that I never need to use because, I mean, the slime only... Yeah,
you just don't get hit again.
Yeah, just don't get touched.
It's pretty easy to just never get hit in this. It's more of a patience thing.
Yeah.
Since you can always long-range blast people.
Yeah, so I fight my way through the dungeon, get to the boss. I died to the first boss as he died, which was really depressing. So that was my second death. And then the second time I fight him, I beat him no problem. But here, I'm going to show you. As he's in his death animation, I get hit by one of the bats. Yeah, I'm not going to skip forward anymore, since I can only skip forward by 30 seconds. But, yeah, I don't know. Like, it should be interesting. I mean, I know Secret of Mana is better than this, but it should be interesting to compare that, because it's got this similar vibe where, you know, instead of, you don't charge attacks to Secret of Mana, you just wait for the attack to passively charge up to do max damage, right? Is how it works. But It's similar in the sense that, like, instead of spamming the attack button, you wait, right? That's where it reminded me. Yeah, see, here I didn't realize it just selected the antidote. I was panicking to see if I had another medicinal herb. And I didn't read.
Classic.
So, yeah. And the thing is, the NES only has... what, 4 buttons? So you have to, like, unequip an item to not, like, keep using it. You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, it's interesting to see what they did with the limitations. They actually made, a more complex game than you would think, given, again, the limitations with the NES. But, yeah, here, I've got 1 health right here. This is what I was talking about. And... look, he's dying, but he spawned 2 bats, of course, and then I get hit.
Classic.
Yeah, so, but anyway, I complete the first dungeon, and I only went to the second town and then ended there. So what happens after that point?
So what you do from there is you just wander around. You find a statue, which allows you to get the gas mask. That allows you to go into, like, the poison forest, which is, I mean, it's exactly the same as everything else you've seen. And from there, the guide told me to like use a glitch to get one of the like the next element faster, because you're going to have to grind another 2 levels to progress. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing that. Because the gameplay loop is what I described before, that it's every time you progress forward, you have to spend 15 to 25 to 30 minutes grinding to be able to do anything else. Because how this game works is if you are not a high enough level, you do 0 damage to the enemies. 0. So you can't be like, oh, I'll try out this harder area to get more EXP faster. No, you have to grind on the shitty enemies that you've killed 10,000 of already to progress at all. It's lame. It sucks.
If you're wondering what's going on right now, Devin showed me a bug with the item shop that lets you buy shit for free. So that's what was going on screen. All right, hold on. I was just changing the music since I was listening to that for like an eternity. All right. Anyway, yeah. So well, we'll save this for the end for the tier list. But I guess, what'd you think of Crystalis? Shortly.
Sucked.
It sucked.
Sucked.
I thought it was okay by NES standards, but it certainly wouldn't be a game I would finish.
No, the gameplay loop is just bad. It's a Japanese style gameplay loop. Like I said, Ys plays exactly like this. Xanadu plays exactly like this. I just don't understand people who like grinding. I don't get it.
Yep. Yeah, I don't either. That like the one guy is saying Final Fantasy 1 is S tier. It's like, what? Why? Like, literally, why? Like, why do you think the game is that good?
That one's not even grinding. I feel like the grinding's not that bad in that game. The game's just not very interesting. But,
yeah.
like,
yeah,
it's
Dragon
as
Quest is a
basic
lot
as
worse.
it can
Dragon
be.
Quest
Yeah,
1 was insanely bad with the grinding.
Yeah. Dragon Quest is just grinding. That's the whole game.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, I thought it was okay. You thought it was terrible. Not too surprising.
Yep.
All right. Oh, I forgot to put in the footage for I got it, don't worry. But here, I only played F-Zero for 10 minutes, but trust me, you don't need to play it for more than that. F-Zero, I would say, again, by NES standards, pretty decent game. It already from the beginning, like, F-Zero is F-Zero. You drive really fast, you go around crazy curves, try not to blow up. I did blow up at the end, which is why I stopped playing. Because if you die, you just die. You lose. You lost the whole fucking thing. But
yeah, I played so much of this on the bus going to school, because the 3DS, this is one of the games you got for free.
Yeah.
And it's fun.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, I liked it. The reason I didn't play it more is just because I know there's already better versions of this. That's
it's true. Like, honestly, if you wanted to play this, you could just play the 99 version, at which point it's a real multiplayer game, which is obviously what it's meant to be in the first place. You know, you just didn't have the technology.
I was just getting used to the controls here. Let me skip ahead a couple laps. But anyway, what's fun about, I think it controls great. Like, this is probably one of the best, like, controlling NES games, for sure. I mean, once I got used to the drift, which I'm, still fucking up, apparently, at the point in the footage I skipped. Yeah, you have to get used to it. Also, like, those little healing panels also give you boost, which I didn't figure out, like, the boost shit either until, like, lap 3 or whatever. But anyway,
the boost is your health.
Yeah. Yeah, so, I don't know, man. There's not, like, this is one of those where there's not too much to say.
There's nothing to talk about. It is what it is, you know? If you like it,
I said NES. It's a Super Nintendo game. I said good controlling for NES. That's my mistake.
It doesn't really seem like an SNES game.
Yeah,
like,
it's Super Nintendo.
It's one of the first ones.
Yeah, this for, like, I guess we're just starting Super Nintendo stuff, which is why my brain's kind of scrambled. But, yeah, I don't know. Like, it controls good, looks pretty good. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it looks good to me. I like the aesthetics. I like the Mode 7 scrolling stuff. I always think that looks fun. And even the music. Hold on. I know that I'm having a tism, but already they got it right. Already it's like, oh shit, like already the soundtrack's good. Hold on. F-Zero OST. Yeah. Let me skip to like Mute City. You're already like, oh shit, iconic, fucking iconic. Like, yeah, here we go. Like, you're already in. You're already in. It's like if I had a real motivation to play this longer, I definitely would have, because again, like it was solid, but like again, for the purposes of what we're doing for this podcast,
okay. Well, I know we don't respond to super chats as they come, but someone just said Devin is a hack. Crystallis is S tier. Game 90s game of the year. Just can you please tell me why?
Yeah,
like,
just
what
explain
about Crystallis makes it better than any other game? Period. Like, literally anything. Like, yeah, people are like, ban him. S tier is insane. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, I just want to... No shame. I won't make fun of you. I genuinely want to know what about Crystallis is actually good, and when is the last time you played it? Because if it's when you were 8 years old, then shut the fuck up.
Yep. That's every time, like, people are saying, like, an obviously not good game is, like, one of the best games.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you talking about? Actually, yeah, that reminds me of one of the comments you saved, though, that made no sense related to nostalgia, but we'll get to that in a second. All right, so yeah, F-Zero, I think, pretty good. But, again, the ultimate problem with this is I already know there's better versions of this, you know, like
it's true.
Whenever an eternity from now, when we get to GameCube and we play F-Zero GX, that'll be like, yeah, I'm curious, because I only played that at a friend's house when I was young, and I'm like, this is fucking crazy, like, so fast. Again, like, the Sonic fan in me is like, oh my god,
the autism
so
is
fast.
activated.
You go fast.
Makes me feel alive.
Yep. My heart. Yep. I was gonna do it. But fine. Whatever. Anyway, yeah. So we'll go to, and then for the third game, Star Tropics. It's just the worst version of Zelda.
Yeah, dude.
So
many people shilled this game because it's like one of the last NES games released. So they're like, oh, this, you know, people are sleeping on this game because everyone was busy with the SNES. But it feels like bad Zelda. Yeah. Honestly, yeah. There's not too much to say. I'll show you the gameplay here in a second. Like, there's like two phases to the game. You wander around and talk to people in like a little settlement, and then you have like the Zelda dungeon phase. And the problem with this is, one, the controls are way worse than Zelda because it's like tile-based. It's tile-based. It's entirely tile-based. It's not like Zelda 1 where, you know, obviously the world is made by tiles, but you can move in sub-tiles. This, you literally always move exactly one tile. And it just feels like shit. I mean, it doesn't feel like shit. It feels fine, but it's definitely worse than Zelda, which came out, what, 3 years before this? 2 years before this?
Yeah, something like that. I can't remember if it was 87 or 88, but...
Yeah, I don't remember either.
But yeah, like... I don't know, the Zelda dungeon portion is just kind of boring. Like, it's super linear. And I know some of you guys might say, oh, well, the later dungeons aren't linear. I only did the first 2 dungeons before I stopped playing. But, like, I don't know, it feels so much more limited based on what I played. Like, basically all you do is, you have your basic yo-yo, which is the equivalent of the sword. You can jump, and the jump is a fixed jump. So, like, you can't even, like, jump off a cliff and die. Like, you just either can jump or you don't. It works like
modern Zelda, or not modern, I guess, Ocarina of Time. Or is it Twilight Princess? No, it is Ocarina of Time who first did it. Where you just walk off an edge, and then you do a fixed jump.
Yeah. Yeah, so, like, the puzzles, if you can call it that, is basically just jumping on those green tiles, and it'll reveal another thing that you jump on that opens a door. That's basically all the puzzles were so far, you know? And you do get limited use other items. Like in the first dungeon, you get a firecracker, which is a straight up upgrade. But in the second dungeon, you get a baseball bat, which kind of feels like complete shit, you know? Like, it does more damage, and it hits above and below you. So that's contextually useful. But other than that, it was basically completely useless. So the first dungeon, I literally didn't even get hit. Like, literally did not get hit, not even by the boss. The second dungeon was a lot harder, but... But I don't know. This gameplay is just not very fun. Like it doesn't feel very good, and it's just too limited. It is kind of interesting. Like the overworld shit. Like I'll show. You get in a submarine, go to the second level, and you basically just have to go through all these like hidden tunnels to get to where you need to go. And I did get stuck for a couple minutes because I didn't see, like, they delineated a tile on the beach to show that there's a tunnel there, which took me way too long to notice.
I looked it up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I literally wandered around the map for like 5 minutes because I'm like, where the fuck do I go? But yeah, there's a little on the beach. You can just walk through here a little. Anyway, so
it's funny. I was like so proud about Zelda 1 not looking anything up, and I had a fun time or whatever. But I think the worse the game is, the quicker I am to just be like, fuck it, where's a walkthrough?
Yeah. Yeah, so okay, let's go to the second dungeon. So yeah, second dungeon's a water temple, basically. These spinning star guys were fucking pissing me off.
Yeah,
Did they piss you off too?
Yeah.
Yeah, they literally, like, your movement is, again, like, laggy and limited, so they just kind of get to fucking hit you, and there's almost nothing you can do about it. I feel like you're supposed to time the baseball bat, maybe, but I don't know. That seems nonsensical to me.
Yeah, that's something we didn't mention, is that, yeah, your movement's pretty laggy, because you can't, like, you have an animation every time you move from one tile to another, and you can't do anything during that animation. So it makes the movement feel laggy and bad. Yeah.
Yeah, so, the second boss, I died to twice, because it was like 3:30 a.m. Honestly, it doesn't seem very hard. I was just being stupid. But,
oh, you killed Family Guy.
Oh, I killed Family Guy.
Our hour was up.
Oh, yeah, because there's only an hour of Family Guy funny moments. I'll just go back. Who cares?
Just loop it.
Yeah. And yeah, I don't know, like it was very okay. Again, my standards for NES are pretty low, so like this is a very okay out of 10 by me.
Yep, but compared to all games ever, which is what you have access to right now,
yeah,
it's not great.
Yeah, I would not recommend it. No, definitely not. So yeah, there you go. That's 1990. Because the only other games were, well, Dragon Quest IV I played all the way through when I was, I don't know, it was like over 10 years ago.
Yeah. So you can bring up the tier list. I posted it in the same thing. It always is.
So I will rank Dragon Quest IV because I've played that.
Yeah, and then I'll talk about Final Fantasy III a little bit when we get to that.
Yeah, you played Final Fantasy III. Here we go. Oh yeah, we want to name the tiers now, right?
For the small tier list, that's already named.
Yeah, the small tier list, these are fine. Yeah, I think these names are just fine. Hold on.
Why is it always Family Guy? What do you mean? Family Guy's new.
Yeah,
this is never before seen on the CHUDCAST.
Yeah, I've never done Family Guy funny moments on here before. What are you talking about? Hold on. I've got too many this is why I need 3 monitors. This is literally what's going on right now.
You need 3.
Well, part of it is my fault because I exited.
What version of Final Fantasy 3? I played the Pixel remaster.
Now they're gonna say you didn't play the game or didn't beat the game.
Yeah, I played the original I played 3 different versions for Final Fantasy 1 to like determine what's the best way to play these, and the Pixel remaster is by far my favorite.
Didn't even look at the game, much less beat the game.
Yeah, didn't even look at it.
Yeah, okay, so... Okay, first off, ActRaiser. What did you think? Get on Sale makes no sense with 1990 games. Why?
Oh, that's because this was copied from one of the other lists. You just change it.
Oh, hold on.
Emulate. Well, we used to just have it try it. It's like must play, try it.
Yeah, okay, try it. Try it's better, I guess. Okay, ActRaiser, I'd say try it.
Yeah.
It was very interesting concept, not so great execution, but it is a unique enough game that I think it stands out. So that's
it's a unique idea. It just doesn't do either of its like gameplay modes better than basically anything else.
Yep. Okay, Crystallis. I'd say slop. Yeah,
dude, that's definitely
slop. It's just yeah, it's not fun at all. It's just not fun.
It's just not fun at all. I feel bad because one guy was like constantly talking about Crystallis, like you gotta do Crystallis when you get to 1990.
Yeah,
it's
well,
like,
apparently my fans have no self-awareness, and so they can easily get nostalgia blinded and not acknowledge the obvious flaws with the games they grew up with.
Look, if you like this, just play the Ease games. They're better in every way and still not very good.
Okay, Dragon Quest IV. Now, Dragon Quest IV, I played the DS remake, so some of these things don't necessarily apply, but I'd say the game is probably mostly the same. Basically, what's interesting about Dragon Quest IV is that, one, it's the first real attempt at a story that Dragon Quest did. Dragon Quest III does have a bit of a story, but it's not, like... no, not really. I mean, even the remake I just played still had almost no story. But Dragon Quest IV, what's interesting about this, that, you know, Octopath would go on to do the same thing, and probably some other games did later, but this is probably the first game that did this, is you play as each individual party member in their own chapter of the game. And they all get a mini story about whatever, like, their quest is, and then all the characters meet up with the hero in the final chapter of the game. So, it gets you, like, in a lot of RPGs, sometimes they struggle with making, like, your other party members interesting or to get you invested in them. But in this game, you play as all the individual ones first before the party comes together, so you basically like everybody. Now, not all of the stories are all that interesting, like... Ragnar is like, he has like pink armor and he's a knight and he's the first guy you play as. His is kind of dull. Tornico is a merchant. He's an obese guy who just wants to be rich, so that's not very interesting either. But like the Indian belly dancers, I like them, and gee, I wonder why. Anyway, I love the Russians. The Tsarevna Elena, she's like a tomboy with like in yellow, and she's a fighter. Now normally that'd be cringe to have a woman be like the boxer, or like she's like a kickboxer type character, and like
it's like classic JRPG though.
Yeah, like it's charming the way it's done in the game. And her two buddies are like a old wizard dude and a priest guy who is always trying to keep her out of trouble. So I like those three. They're fun. And the point is, you play as all of them. They come together. The bad guy is actually interesting. He's one of this was obviously, I think Berserk was probably around his peak popularity at this time. So Pizarro was like the first Griffith copycat character, or one of the first. And he's an elf who all his people got slaughtered by the humans. And so he becomes like the master of monster kind, which, you know, if you watch me play the last Dragon Quest Monsters game on Switch, that it's a game by him that takes place. It's like an alternate timeline, right? But anyway, he hates all the humans. He uses the secret of evolution to become a demon. You know, same thing as the fucking god, you know, the Baelitz in Berserk, right? The same shit. Uses a thing to become a big monster guy, and the heroes must kill him or whatever. So it's like, that's like a real story. That's an actual story. Now, it's still Dragon Quest, so, you know, it's not told maybe in the most interesting way, and I haven't played the game in over 10 years, but I did like it a lot, you know. I think Dragon Quest IX is probably still my favorite Dragon Quest, but Dragon Quest IV is, I'd say, is a try it game, I'd say for sure. I enjoyed it. All right, now for Final Fantasy III.
So Final Fantasy III is basically just Final Fantasy 1, but better in every way. The problem with that is, as we've established before, Final Fantasy II is probably my favorite Final Fantasy game. So they took everything interesting and unique about that game and just threw it away, which is lame. Like, you no longer have the cool dialogue system. The story is back to being nothing. You have a completely standard level up system again. You're back to having to buy all of your spells. Or actually, I think you still did that in Final Fantasy 2. But point is, your spells don't level up as you use them anymore. So it's just kind of not very interesting. because everyone has played this type of RPG a million times before. It's not unique in any way. There really isn't any reason to play it over any other RPG you've played. But I guess if you've like completely run out of JRPGs, I don't even know how that's possible given that RPG Maker is a thing, then it's fine. Like it's worth playing. So
okay.
there you go.
So we'll try it then.
Sure.
Okay. Super Mario World is. Do we say must play? Or is it GOTY? Well, I mean,
No.
it probably is the game of the
Dude.
year, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
I mean, it is the best game out of these, I think.
Dude, that's
Super Mario
brutal.
World.
Yeah, it probably is game of the year, but I feel like I would just put it and try it. Like I don't.
Is Mario World really that bad? I mean,
I don't think it's bad. I definitely don't think it's bad, but I don't think it's good enough to be like, guys, you have to play this. Because it's, man, if you want a 2D Mario, there are probably 3 more I could think of off the top of my head that are must plays over it.
yeah. Yeah, that's probably true, but I think it's probably the best game here, don't you think?
Yeah, I definitely think it's game of the year. Like 100% it's game of the year. But what do you mean I suck at? What does must play mean to you? Half of you fucks won't play this.
Yeah, I don't know.
Go ahead and define must for me. Do me a fucking favor. Retards. Anyway, what was the next game?
Mega Man 3. I didn't play this.
Oh, you didn't? It's Mega Man 2. It's the same game, but probably worse level design. I think part of what made Mega Man 2 so good is it's a massive jump in quality from 1, but 3 is just 2 again. It's like exactly the same, and the level design is probably worse. So, like by
I'll try
definition,
it
it is slop, but it's not bad. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't put it in slop.
Okay. F-Zero's probably also try it. Again,
Yeah.
It like, again, there's just better versions of the game, but I think like just being like an early Super Nintendo title, controls good, looks good. It's pretty basic, obviously, but you know, good start, I guess. And then Star Tropics, I don't know, it's another slop.
Yeah, put it in slop. I don't know. It's not.
Yeah, I mean, it's just way worse Zelda, honestly. That's what it feels like. So, there you go.
Yep.
There you go.
While we're here, I just want to make the point now. Chat, be clear, like these games where it's like 100 games in the series, be clear which ones you think are standout. Because at this point, I'm pretty much done playing Mega Man. I'm done playing Final Fantasy or Dragon Quest unless they're specifically notable, you know?
Yeah.
Because like every Mega Man game is definitely not one of the greatest games ever made. That's absurd.
Yeah, we have no obligation to play every iteration of a popular franchise. That's not the point of the list, honestly, anyway. We need to
just do all Final Fantasy. It's not true, though.
Yeah, not every Final Fantasy is the best game ever. That's stupid.
No,
you don't even think that. You don't even believe that.
We'll talk about it more when we get to Final Fantasy IV, but Final Fantasy IV, I think, is like the beginning of the end for Final Fantasy of me like entertaining them.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, you already played that, so
yeah.
I'll try 4 just because it is like that's like the first one people are like, oh, you should play. Or Pro Jared said that is what you said.
Yeah. No, I played it. I played it.
All right, we need to rename these tiers on the greatest. So what do you think?
Do you want to hear what I name them?
I think yeah, sure, why not?
All right, let me bring it up really fast. So the S tier, yeah, we still have GOAT. For Orange, I had genre pinnacle. Pinnacle of genre. I don't know.
Yeah.
That seems, I don't know. That seems accurate. Immediately the effort went off after that because the next one I put is 144,000 people love.
That's I don't know. What do we name this? What is this tier?
I feel like this tier is like 9 and up. You know.
Yeah. Well, no. Genre pinnacle would be 9 and up, right? Because the one below that is. This is.
Well, that's why
Like
I think there
8
needs
out
to be
of
more
10.
tiers. Because
10
these
out
are
of
the
10,
greatest
9 out of
games
10.
ever. There needs to be more delineation. You know?
Yep. I'll just say still excellent.
What happens when a modern game gets put in there?
Well,
It's
we're
still
not there
excellent.
yet. We're so
right.
far from that. Who gives a fuck?
What are you talking about? Yellow Taxi's right there.
That's true, but it's that one's not
But
called.
it's not in there. But
Yeah, well, there's no modern game in this tier, so there you
all
go.
right, fine. The next one I put is must play.
Everything in B is must play.
Well, that's what I'm saying though.
Yeah, maybe we need
we
more
need to
tiers,
change
I
the
don't know.
tiers. I named the tiers way before
right.
we put all the games here.
Hold on.
You know?
Well, I'll just change still excellent to must play.
Okay. Well, the one below that I have great but not mandatory.
Yeah, I'll say good, but skippable. Then what? C.
See, I put does not belong.
Oh yeah, like isn't one of the greatest, is what you mean?
Isn't-
Yeah, does not belong.
And then shit is the next one, which we already
Well,
have.
we already have a shit, so
Ultra shit.
it's
Do shit and then ultra shit.
whatever. Slop and then.
People are saying
poo-poo.
recommended. That's kind of a good tier name for if we need an extra good tier, but not bad
Yeah,
yet.
I think we need one more tier, so I'm gonna add a tier
Yeah.
below must. Oh, whoops, I did that wrong. I'm gonna add a tier below must play. Add a row below. Recommended.
Devin, explain the Family Guy clips again.
Yeah. Okay, this should be enough tiers for the foreseeable future, I think.
Okay.
So we gotta move shit around, but first we'll add the new ones, and then we'll
Okay.
move shit around.
So what is that? Final Fantasy 3?
Yeah, Final Fantasy 3. Good but skippable.
Dude, I would put that in does not belong.
Okay.
It's like, look, a pro Jared I would describe as like the biggest Final Fantasy cocksucker on the planet, and if he says
Nice.
anything below 4 isn't worth playable, isn't worth playing, then it's definitely not worth playing.
Well, yeah, you haven't met chat, or the people in chat who like Final Fantasy.
Yeah, the one guy who's like, dude, Final Fantasy 1's crazy.
Yeah, you haven't met the Resident Evil 6 people who. Oh wait, we didn't even talk about that. Fuck.
Oh yeah.
Whatever.
Suck it, Devin. I found the one guy.
Anyway, there's people who love Resident Evil 6 in chat right now, so just remember that. Just
Yeah.
remember that. Anyway, Star Tropics does not belong.
Dude,
Or
I put that
slop.
in slop. Yeah.
Slop. Mega Man 3, good but skippable.
Dude, I would put that in does not belong.
I guess I'd see now. I'm already don't like these tiers anymore.
Okay, well then what do you want from me?
Okay, hold on,
You
hold
didn't
on.
play the game.
I'm trying to.
Maybe you should have played the game if you wanted to rank it.
I'm
something
mind
different.
melding. I'm mind melding. Okay, so
Alright.
so Goat is 10, Genre Pinnacle's 9, Must Play is 8, Recommended is 7, Good but Skippable is 6. Well, see, this doesn't work
No,
anymore.
see, that's
now,
what I'm
this got to
saying.
be
These are
0.5.
supposed to be the greatest games of all time. So you're like moving 1 point at a time is absurd. Because what happens when we have 20 10s on the list or 20 9.5s?
Yeah,
We're gonna need more
maybe
tiers.
maybe this is 10, 9, 8.5, 8, 7.5, and then anything below 7.5 doesn't matter. It's maybe maybe what that is. That's how you gotta mind. Yeah. Okay. So you think Mega Man 3 is lower than 7.5? That's what you're saying?
Sure.
Okay. F-Zero, I don't know. What do you think? Good but skippable?
Sure.
Okay, Dragon Quest 4 is probably good but skippable. Crystallis is slop.
Slop. Yeah. Throw in slop.
And ActRaiser does not belong, probably.
Yeah,
Something
probably.
like that. Okay.
Uh,
Let's move some shit around now.
yeah, throw
There's so many
Astrobot, King's Vein, Sonic,
in recommended.
and Echo Point probably all up. And then everything else is probably fine.
Yeah, Mega Man 2, Final Fantasy 2, Wonder Boy. DuckTales.
Dude, I don't even know what those other ones are. It's too small.
Would you recommend DuckTales? I don't know. Is DuckTales good enough to hit recommended?
No, I mean, it's like
pretty good.
30 minutes long. Is it really
Yeah.
worth it downloading it and bringing up an emulator for 30 minutes?
Yeah, you could buy the remake.
Isn't that also... I
Yeah,
didn't
probably
play it, but I
also
assume it's
30
just...
minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Thomas agrees. He says it's too short, and everyone agrees with Thomas.
True, yeah, Thomas has spoken. You wanted him on the podcast? He just said something.
Yeah. Thomas, aren't you at work? Aren't you supposed to be working?
All right, I'm gonna bump a couple does not belongs up, I think.
Okay.
Let's say probably Metroid is good but skippable.
No.
You don't think so?
Dude, I did not think that game was fun.
All right.
I think the kind of game that you basically have to have
it.
a walkthrough for isn't worth it.
Yeah. I'm really thinking, like, do I have Stockholm syndrome? Because, like, I'm considering Ninja Gaiden for good but skippable.
No way, dude. No fucking way.
Well, listen, it built character, torturing myself.
That is Stockholm syndrome. That's 100%. Zelda 1 does not need a walkthrough. If you need a walkthrough for Zelda 1, you might be a retard.
We didn't use, neither one of us used a walkthrough for Zelda 1. We played all the way through.
Yep.
I did cheat to get 2 heart containers, I think.
Yep, you're a
But
cheater.
that was it. That was at the end. But I didn't need that to beat the game. I just decided to cheat.
Yep. Is it a crime to be retarded now? Yes.
Yes.
And it always has
Yes.
been.
Yes. Stop pretending. I always say pretending to be retarded is not based. You're just being annoying. Stop being annoying. All right, you good with this then? I'm looking through it. I'm like, this
solid.
This does look. You know, I know we already said the rules at the beginning, but I'm thinking of the comment where someone said, "What's the point of having last year's games on here?" That's like the whole point. We're putting the old games against the new games. That's kind of like we're trying to say, how do these old games hold up? Most of them don't hold up. That's kind of the point.
Yeah, the point is to recommend you games to play. And the reality is you have access to modern games right now. If you're choosing to play Zelda 1, you're choosing to play it over a game that is modern.
Yes. Yeah, would you rather spend your time playing... well, I wanted to say Yellow Taxi for the millionth
Why the
time.
fuck is Mario World on must play?
What? Devin, god damn it. Mario World is good, okay? What?
Yeah, but it's not better than King's Vein or Astrobot.
It feels wrong to put Super Mario World 2 tiers below Super Mario Bros. 3.
But it is. It is 2 tiers worse than that game. Super Mario Bros. 3 is the perfect. I don't know. It's as good as a 2D Mario can be.
Devin's Super Mario World's #1 hater. I don't know. I
don't even hate the game. It's just, you know, when you go from perfection to Wiener, I'm gonna be a little upset.
don't know. I guess I could put it at the top of recommended. I don't
You
know.
are the Zoomers. If you think Super Mario Brothers 3 is worse than Mario World, it's because you're too young. That's the only reason you would think that. Also, you eat Wiener. That one's...
Okay, I think this is mostly good. See, now that these tiers have been better defined and they're not just letters, maybe less people will bitch about it. Because I'd say, see, over half the tiers say the game is good, right? So now this is more even. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas before, we said like 80% of the games are basically shit. Now it's more like 50 are good, 50 are bad, which is...
Yeah, well, I think it
better.
should be top heavy anyway, because it's harder to make a good thing than it is to make a bad thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or
Okay.
bottom heavy.
Yeah,
Did I
this
say
is
top
probably fine. Do we still want to do comment response? We
Yes.
could. Okay, hold
Yes.
on. Let me just...
That's the most important part.
Okay.
This list shit's gay.
What? You're telling me I'm wasting my time doing something gay? What?
Yeah, no, I'm just saying you're gay. I don't.
You just for no
I'd say you're
reason are
wasting
just
your
saying I'm gay. That does sound like you, but...
Yeah.
Alright, hold on. I should have done this before the stream, but we already took too long before the stream, so... Sorry, you get to see me, you know, do the shit I should have done, 2 hours ago, basically.
Are we moving on to the 2000s games next time? Kobe, does that sound right? We go.
We're skipping a whole decade. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it sounds good.
I'm glad you're asking. I mean, it would be much better games than this. Let's be real.
Yeah, we'd be having more fun. That's for sure. But
yep. Damn, you got 6 comments ready?
All right, people are saying Lauren's lure is too high. It's literally good but skippable. I don't know, man.
Yeah, what do you think? It's
like
bad?
That high of praise.
Yeah, has chat even played the game?
No, they haven't.
I bet they haven't. They're literally just talking about it. They're like, this game I've never heard of. I bet it's shit. That's exactly what they're doing.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. All right. We got comment 1 is already showing there, but just hold your horses, guys. Hold your horses. Pretend that's not on the screen.
yeah, don't read it.
There's probably a setting to there's probably a setting to make it not visible when you load it up, but I don't care, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it does.
Anyone who reads is banned. If you can read, you're banned.
Yeah, there is an option. I just saw it where I can make it not visible, but it's too late now. I've already made the first 3 visible. I ain't gonna make the last one invisible for no reason. You know, Sammy's been crying behind me for like 5 minutes.
Put her in your lap.
Dude, do you think she's gonna come within reach? She's not that dumb. Okay. All right, first comment. Max Craft says, for me, Oblivion is the perfect example of how games sometimes benefit enormously from coming at the right time for a player. Objectively speaking, Oblivion is not a particularly good game. The graphics were criticized back then, many dungeons were generic, the battles were not of a high technical standard, and the enemies leveled up as you played. But for me, it is one of my absolute favorite games because I was exactly the right age to immerse myself in the world after school. I enjoyed the quirky aspects of the game, which were funny even before the memes, and some of the quests are among the best in the entire series. I really enjoyed it, but I'm very willing to admit that I would probably find it too cumbersome today.
This is the smartest chatter, by the way.
Yeah, this is literally, we're starting off with the best comment, probably the best comment that has been on any of the podcast, comment sections. So this is the only synth cell with self-awareness, if judging by the retarded shit we read week by week usually.
Yep. This
is exactly what all these NES boomers, or LARPers even, I don't even know if they're really boomers, but these people pretending that the NES games are like the best things ever, when that's just not true. We all know it's not true. But, they can't acknowledge that they're blinded by nostalgia, or they just like being contrarian. Who the hell knows? But this right here is exactly how you should treat your favorite games you grew up with. This is how I treat Spyro. I don't think Spyro is objectively the best 3D platformer, but it is my favorite one. So, exactly. Very smart comment. I don't really have anything to say.
Well, this is also how we know when we say, what are your 3 favorite games, if it's fake or not. Because everyone has at least one of these games, where it's not the greatest ever, but you grew up with it and you love it. And if you don't have one of those, you have no soul.
Yep. And it's very telling this comment only has 3 likes, and I'm sure some of these other ones have way more that are retarded. But we'll get to that, I guess. All right. Hoppy Fluffy Bunny 7131 says, oh shit, hold on. Why is OBS doing this to me? Hold on. All right. Doesn't like 30-year-old game because he compares it to modern games and it falls short. That's nostalgia for newer games, not other people feeling nostalgic for older stuff. Crazy Zoomers. So this retard has no idea what the word nostalgia means.
Yeah, this is like clear ESL.
Yeah,
like
this is definitely ESL. I'm just going to pull up the definition of nostalgia. Nostalgia, noun, a sentimental longing or wistful affection for the past, typically for a period or place with happy personal associations. So there you go, ESL. I've taught you what the word nostalgia means. Now stop being stupid. And yes, the whole fucking point of this is to compare old games to new games eventually. Obviously, we only covered 1 year of new games. But yes, the whole point is, would I recommend you play any of these today? That from the beginning, that was the point of reviewing the best games ever, or whatever. From the beginning.
Yep. Good comment, though. I liked it.
Yeah. Okay, Silver Sterling 5 says, I finally understand the zoomy brain with how much I was glued to the right side of the screen 85% of the time. I bet everyone loves what's going on in this podcast, I'm sure.
Dude, he's eating good.
Yeah, dude, hell yeah. I leveled up our podcast setup.
Yeah, for anyone who doesn't remember, it was Subway Surfers on the right side of the screen.
Yep. Now it's the whole background.
Yeah. You can almost see Family Guy.
Yeah, almost.
Now I can tell because I have brain rot, but
yeah, you know exactly every scene, apparently.
yeah, for me, I'm basically just watching Family Guy.
FYI, Check for Spies says, you didn't have the patience for NES games, and now that you're finally on SNES, you can't even play ActRaiser for an hour. Just give up on the gaming year tier list already. Now, we already responded to this twice, but again, the whole point is you play it to see if it's worth playing now. And if we can't even stand to play the game for an hour, it's probably not worth playing now. It's just that simple.
Good games, you don't have to force yourself to play.
Yep, I didn't force myself through all of Zelda 1. I actually wanted to play all the way through it. Shocking.
Yeah, it's a lot longer than an hour.
Okay, next. Too Bussy says, two normies talking about normies that can't wrap their heads around Kingdom Come Deliverance's easy combat Lamau. See, the LARPing retards, here we go, another LARPing retard. Nobody likes Kingdom Come Deliverance's melee combat. Literally nobody. Except, you probably like Dark Souls 2 and Resident Evil 6 and every other shitty game because you think it makes you special to like bad things. I'm sorry, it doesn't. It makes you an idiot, okay? No one likes that combat. I didn't even say it was fucking hard. I barely even played it, actually. Remember?
Yeah,
It's something I talked about on stream already multiple times. I don't even really have a real opinion. I just think it's fucking weird, as everyone else does. So, again, you're not special. You're stupid. And the 6 people upvoted you are subhumans. Okay, next. All right. Aaron8191 says, I'll play Smite with Devin. And
That's not how you pronounce that.
Devon.
Yep.
And then the reply, Warlock TTV says, I'm also down to play Smite with Devon.
So, I just saved this because, look, you don't want to play Smite because you're scared that you'll be bad at it. But none of these chatters play Smite either. You know that. So we could fill a whole game of just chatter, so it'll be all a bunch of retards who don't know what they're doing, and then you have to play Smite with me. Doesn't that sound like fun?
Yep.
Yeah.
And Silver Sterling, who responded to just earlier, said, he got on a rock and shot 2 bandits that couldn't get to him with a bow. That's what I did. Hold on, I'll pull up this clip. I'll show you how in-depth and based and awesome Kingdom Come combat is. Hold on. I'm sure someone will say this is Jank Kino in a second. But I just want to show you, because people are like, dude, these 2 bandits in this wood are like, they're crazy, dude. They're challenging. Also, I choked out a bunch of people for no reason, but do you want to see me choke out people?
One of your mods said they played Smite 1 for 3,000 hours. I think he's going to beat you.
Yeah, probably, yeah. But yeah, I choked out a bunch of people in a camp to get stealth up, which I actually like that. That was awesome. But regardless, so anyway, we get to these bandits. No, hold on. I'm still choking people out. Oh, shit. Hold on. I'll fix the overlay then. Give me a second. It's because this is blocking it. One sec.
Smite is just a league with better graphics. They don't play... First of all, is the graphics even better? And they don't really play similar at all, given that one is third person. And the other is top-down garbage.
Okay. All right. We got it up. So, after choking out an entire camp of people 3 times, which is awesome. I'm not gonna lie, I like that. So I come up upon these 2 bandits. I don't even really have a sword. I have like a hunting sword or something. So I'm like, all right, better stick with archery. Sammy is like being our smoke alarm right now. She's literally doing the smoke alarm meme.
Yeah. You just tuned it out.
Yeah, anyway. So I sneak up. I finally got a stealth kill. I wanted to try it. He starts getting up, though, once I get quiet, so I had to press F twice. And look, he counters the stealth kill. I guess probably because he was already getting up. So I'm like, oh, fuck, I have a bow, and they have melee combat. So I'm like, all right, what the fuck do I do? And here's a rock. So, classic video game. I jump on the rock. They just stand there and let me shoot them to death. Watch. It's like, oh, man. Yep. Kingdom Come.
This is like classic Bethesda.
Yeah, I'm not even saying this is bad, to be clear. A bunch of games do this. I think I'm fine with this. Though I would prefer if they threw rocks at you or something instead of just standing there like retards. But still, I just thought, you know, for the people who are like, Kingdom Come's combat is awesome. There you go. Anyway, we've reached the end of Family Guy Funny Moments again.
No.
All right, hold on. Here's another 43 minutes. Anyway, so why did we talk about this? Oh, right, it was the comments. All right, that was the last comment. So now let's get to the super chats.
All right, while you do super chats, I'm letting the dogs out.
Yeah, good idea, because Sammy will not stop crying. All right, on to super chats here. I'll switch the soundtrack again real quick. Honcho Reckless. Hold on. Nah, who cares? I was thinking, like, who cares that the green shit is there? I'm thinking, like, I should put an image on this green, but I don't care enough, I don't think. Honcho Reckless, thanks to the $2. Thoughts on Kingdom Come Deliverance 2? Well, we did answer that. Krusty Busty, thanks to the $2. We love Debens. Actually, it was written correctly, but I just wanted to say it. Dank Grass. And then it's a Devin emote. Spaz Space Wizard, thanks to the $2. Do you think Switch 2 interfaces with N-word link? What, for George Droid? George Droid can hook up with, you know, the link of homies and Switch 2 or whatever. I don't even have a joke ready for that, but that is just amusing, conceptually. Honcho Reckless, thanks to the $2. I don't even know what that means. Saibao, and then it's an, you know, it's basically he's doing like an N-word, but it's ninja, and then ER, but I don't know what SYBAW even means. So I don't know. I'm sure that means something. Mega Rock and Roller, thanks to the $2. I need Switch 2 Fire Emblem for real. Lynn, best girl, by the way. Okay. Marky Mark, thanks to $5. Sup, brothers? Appreciate the podcast, Chuds. Also, my ass is snowed in here in Georgia. The fuck is going on, lol? Probably 5 inches of snow. It's crazy. Yeah, I wish we'd gotten more. We only got a little bit because I'm too close to the coast, but we did get a bit. Mega Rock and Roller, thanks to the $2. Family Guy funny moments greater than Subway Surfers. I agree. Oh, hold on. I fucked it up. Speaking of which, every time it's off screen, it doesn't capture anymore. That's why I need a third monitor. Class Mystery, thanks to the 50 pesos. As of right now, I have argued with over 10 people that kept saying Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is not woke, and that gaying, making Henry gay, wasn't woke. My head hurts. Hey, you're wasting your breath, man. People have decided... Some of the people are unironically leftists who are, you know, they see this as a win for their team that yet another person sold out and, you know, betrayed us. And I guess in a way it kind of is a win for them, but it's really just more depressing than anything. Schizo Tie Man, thanks to the £2. No, stop the zoomy ADHD shit. Too late. I won't do this next episode, but just because I said that I would do it this time, I am going to do it this time. I'm also going to redesign I say redesign. I'm just gonna move shit around for the podcast overlay again. I'm gonna have it so the video window is this big, and then I'm gonna put the inventory below my webcam, so that it actually like makes sense, and you have a bigger window, basically. Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I was just saying how next week I'm gonna edit the podcast overlay just to have the inventory below my face, right? So that it looks more like a proper podcast overlay, so that the video window is bigger. It won't really resemble Resident Evil 2 very much anymore, though, at that point. Like, you wouldn't even recognize it, probably, but I don't care. Like, you already know if you watch the early episodes that's Resident Evil 2, but it looking like shit will make less sense, you know, if you don't realize that it's just Resident Evil 2's inventory.
Right.
Kane's Games, thanks to the $5. Streamed Catherine last night and was being called DSP within the hour. Puzzles are brutal, man. Yeah, well, you know, if you're associated with me, you're going to be called DSP, even if you're just doing what a normal player would do, playing the game for the first time. Because, well, unfortunately, a lot of my fans either... Well, it's a mixture of people trolling, and the other mixture is people having no self-awareness how poorly anyone plays the game for the first time. As I've established, being a Syncell does not make you intelligent. So...
Yeah, people forgot about the DSP tournament.
Yeah.
Sad.
Mega Rock and Rolla, thanks to the $5. I paid a Chinese guy to get all the cogs and rabbits for me in Yellow Taxi. Alien Mosque of the Tosla Corporation. Perfect. Perfect. Ricardo Cumsocks, thanks to the $5. Synth, you said you didn't like cats. Knowing that hardcore furries have a fursona, how would it affect the dynamic if you discovered Devon's is feline? Oh, his fursona, you mean, is feline? I don't think Devon has
cats.
He doesn't have a fursona. As we've established, he's a HMOFA enjoyer. Ricardo Cumsocks, thanks for another 2. Maxim certified Fuda sexpert, and then Giga Chad face. Game Sense, thanks to the $5. As my close personal friend Ching Chong Bing Bong says daily, China number one. But seriously, we're having to rely on other countries for quality games. It's just sad, indeed. Yep. Mega Rock and Rolla, thanks to the $2. Femboy Chud and Fuda Chud solidarity. Ricardo Cumsocks, thanks to the $5. This video auto-played after the funny Family Guy clips vid I was watching finished. Who are you guys, and why are you blocking the Family Guy clips? That doesn't work if you've already super chatted like 20 times on this channel. Wiz Division Productions, thanks to the $5. I watched CHUDCAST to watch Synth Bros continuously fail to beat the foot, furry, and Jewish allegations. Clarence gains ground by the day, and then it's mold and then a skull. Yeah, the mold is true. It's coming for Devin.
Yeah,
I'm recovering lately. I've been less moldy. Schizo time, man.
It's weight. It's weight related.
Yeah, I'm gonna become obese, then I'll be cured. Schizo time, man. Thanks to the 2 pounds. We had Mad World, best Nintendo console. I still haven't played Mad World, but I do want to. I can't remember. Do we have it? We might have it. Maybe.
We just emulate it anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, probably. Wiz Division Productions, thanks to the $2. Make a remaster / sequel to Mad World, you Nintendo fucks. Well, we got Anarchy Reigns. I don't think that's what people wanted, but...
I don't think anyone played it either.
Yeah, no, nobody played that shit. We did, though.
Yep.
That's what's ironic. I actually played Anarchy Reigns, but not Mad World. I want to grape my, thanks to the €2. Stop the gooning session for this. It's always worth it. This podcast is better than gooning. Confirmed.
Well, it's an 8-hour session, so, like, you have to...
Yeah, you're just taking a break.
A lot to block out. Like, this is only 2 hours.
Yeah, you don't want to give yourself a heart attack. You know, you can't. You know that 8-hour session, it goes in cycles because you can't maintain an erection for 4 hours. You know. Jolly Heretic, thanks to the $2. What about Pokemon Diamond and Pearl remaster? That was shit, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was bad.
Oh, maybe he's saying for the worst Pokemon game. That's probably when he said that.
Oh, right.
Klaus Mystery, thanks to the 20 pesos. The Yasuke lie was written by Polish Toucan, by the way. Yes, yep.
Yep.
Phyllis Leet, thanks to the 100 check. Man, seeing Avowed sell out like this is just painful for me. OG Mafia is an absolute cult classic here. I thought he'd learn his lesson after 2K screwed him, but I guess the money was too good. Oh,
I think it's more of his DNA that screwed him.
Well, maybe, but but I honestly didn't know that he's the Mafia guy. That's interesting. Mona Riata, thanks to the $10. Might be a cringe take, but I think the super smart black guy would have worked if it's just one rich dude from some slaver kingdom, because only the rich and smart would be able to travel around. Yeah, but that would also mean they'd have to paint him as a bad guy, which obviously they couldn't do. So, Will, thanks to the $2. If they add stoning, maybe it'll be okay for Saudis. Yeah. Yep. Wiz Division Productions, thanks to the $5. Since this is a historically accurate game, I'm sure I'll be able to purchase black slaves, right? We gotta balance out the DEI, keep everyone happy. Yeah, some I doubt. Jeb Rich, what?
Can you think of a single game where you can do that?
Porn games.
Okay, well, you know. Like a real game.
A real game where you can purchase slaves? I don't know, maybe one of those like RTSs or 4Xs on PC. You could probably...
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I could see you being able to purchase slaves in one of those. Chat
you can
probably
buy
knows.
slaves in Morrowind? Okay, maybe it's a better game
can
than
you
I thought.
really? Damn. Based. I do need to play Morrowind then.
Those are all fantasy, though. Are there any, like,
yeah, Kenshi. Oh,
games?
yeah, Kenshi. That's an obvious one, yeah.
Yeah,
we
that
should've
one's
thought of
also
Kenshi.
fantasy, though.
You can be a slave in Kenshi.
Yeah.
Jeb Reggie, thanks to the $2. The Ocean's 11 of Chad fishing. Yeah, for the woman who got deceived.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Commodity Man, thanks to the €2. Yeah, the Brad Pitt woman is my aunt. Sad face, kidding, XD. Yeah, well, I wouldn't be shocked if she fell for it, but I doubt your aunt has that much money, right? If she does, she should send it to the synthetic man.
Yeah, I was about to say, there clearly aren't enough donations.
I'm dying of mold right now. HeroPod XC, thanks to the $2. Sam Hyde on the CHUDCAST when? Yeah, I doubt that would never happen. I don't think so.
He seems like a big video game guy, isn't he? Making a game?
Yeah, he's making a game, definitely. Tidia TDA, thanks to the €2. More Zoomer takes from the Goldstein brothers. I mean, you can keep saying it, but we'll still keep being correct. Rain, thanks to the 2 Canadian. Devin is a hack. Crystallis is a S-tier game, 90s game of the year. I mean, how, though?
We already talked about that.
I know. I know you read it at the time, but it's like, this is like... If I say Resident Evil 6 is the best game ever made, and you're a Zoomer if you disagree, does that make me right? No, it makes me retarded, and you're retarded, too.
I just want to know why. Like, what about this is so enchanting?
I have no idea. Yeah, you just charge up a hit and then release it. Charge up hit, release it.
Yeah, there he is in chat. Dude, just to answer the question. I'm reading chat. I'll listen to you.
It is. Wow, good argument. See, this is what I'm saying.
Music. Does the game...
What story?
Yeah. Like,
what story?
I mean,
what are you talking about?
When was the last time you played it? Just tell us when was the last time you played it.
Yeah, Rain, please. Yeah, when's the last time you played the game?
He was a light-skinned Berber. Oh, wait. Devin, this is Tenny. What?
Gameplay is good. Story is good 10 years ago. Are you 10? Well, I guess you couldn't be literally 10.
Gameplay is good.
Are you 15?
10 years ago, yeah.
Gameplay is good. How is this gameplay good? Let's bring it back up. Let's bring it back up for the incels.
Yeah, gameplay is good. Dude, what story are you even talking about? What story?
Let's bring this. What?
There is none in at least the first 2 hours.
Let me show you again what the gameplay is. You stab. You charge a stab. Oh, wait. I think I was bleeding out from poison right there. Hold on. This is what you do. This is the gameplay. Charge attack, release. Charge attack, release. You get like 2 EXP and like 2 money.
And you have
Charge
to do this
attack
for, like, an
release.
hour in
Charge
between
attack
every single
release.
area
This is good
to,
gameplay.
for EXP.
Every fucking shitty modern game I review is better than this. Like almost every single one.
You guys didn't get any level 3 swords. Okay, what is the level 3 sword?
Okay, yeah, what is
add to the
level
game?
3?
And
Yeah,
make it
please.
worth grinding
Yeah, explain
for
what the
over an
level
hour.
3 sword does. Explain how that makes the game fun. This is literally the gameplay. This is good gameplay. And who cares if the music is good? Every goddamn Japanese game is good music. Like everyone. I mean that does not stand out in any way.
Like honestly, the NES has plenty of great games with great music.
Pain. All right. Anyway.
Yeah.
Whatever. There's no helping. Nostalgia is too strong. It's too fucking strong.
Yeah, but dude, the 10 years ago comment, like how. I know he's not gonna say, but I want to know how old you are.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, Marky Mark, thanks for $5.
Over 45. So you're 35 when you played this.
Okay, how autistic
Dude,
are you?
Yeah,
How old were your parents when you were born?
I don't. Yeah. Dude, I don't even. I don't know. I just don't get it. Nostalgia is a hell of a drug. Is all I'll say.
Marky Mark, thanks for the $5. If you ever stream F-Zero GX, those cutscenes are legendary. I will stream F-Zero GX, and you can all call me DSP when I drive off the cliff and die or whatever. But that is definitely stream worthy. I agree. I will.
I'm kind of excited for that game. I love fast-paced racing games.
GHC XH, thanks to the 25. I think that's Polish PLN.
Okay, wait, what? I'm sorry. Nate Diaz is the other person who's shilling for Crystalis. It's literally better than Zelda 1.
How is it better than Zelda 1?
Completely linear.
Yeah.
Has grinding. You don't have to engage with the combat at all because you have a ranged attack and all of the enemies have melee attacks. How is that better than Zelda 1? It has zero exploration.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, like, you can't describe how that is better than Zelda 1. I mean, you actually have to explain with words.
The music, Devin, the music. I mean, that is true. The Zelda 1's music was starting to drive me insane. But I think that's probably the least important part.
Linear is bad, Zoomer opinion. Oh, boy, here we fucking go.
Okay. Sorry, it's linear and shit. How about that? Does that make you feel better?
Yeah, the good counter argument. It's not shit because the other thing is shit, or your opinion shit, so it's not shit.
Do you like ease too? Nah, I kind of got bored. I don't like bump combat very much. I definitely think ease 2 is better than ease 1, but I prefer when the ease games start having, like actual combat.
Anyway, so the super chat was saying, ban all weirdos. We are paranoid here, not parasocial. I agree, but I don't know. I'm not going to blanket ban the long-term synth cells who all whacked each other off in the unofficial Discord or whatever. If they cross the line, maybe, but not for now.
Dude, I get it that you can't have real discourse with chat because it's like messages, but the graphics are better, music is better, spells are better. What does that even mean? The spells are better. It just has better spells.
I don't, dude, I don't even know. I know it is a limited format, so you can only type out so many letters in a live stream chat, so it's a one-sided debate. But like, I don't know. Like, do you just like walking in a straight line, charging up an attack and releasing it, charging up an attack and releasing it, charging up an attack? Like, at least in Zelda, it has exploration. The dungeons have puzzles. It has a lot of interesting things going for it. The non-linearity of being able to go wherever you want works really well for the game because the open world is small and tight.
Yeah.
Like, it's like Dark Souls. Like, Dark Souls 1 is not linear, but it's also not a giant, empty fucking sandbox. You know what I mean? Like, this is too black and white thinking. Yeah. It's nonsense.
Like, why the comparison doesn't even make sense to me is what makes Zelda 1 good is the level design, which Crystalis has no level design at all. It's just open. It's an open area with nothing in it, or hallways with nothing in them. Like, it's dog shit. So, like, comparing them at all seems absurd to me. And it's the fact that you haven't even brought up level design at all makes me disregard your opinion.
Well, that's the same people who like Resident Evil 6 don't care about level design either. So, yeah. Resident Evil 6 is, like, abysmal level design.
I don't know. Like I said, I don't. You just can't fight nostalgia. Like I get it. I get it. If someone was arguing with me about the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games, the thing is, I wouldn't even argue about it. I would just be like, "You're a retard. You're gay. You eat wiener." Like, what's the point of arguing? Like, if you know it's just nostalgia, like you know it in your head, unless you are like ultra ESL. So just say, Devin, you're a retard. Fuck you. That's what I would say.
All right, moving on, since we got to end this podcast eventually. Yeah. That's a random name sent 4 super chats, all 5 Canadian each. I'm so fucking exhausted of dealing with this psyop of characters like Musa or any other monkeys in media, pretending they're normal like the rest of us. Okay. Already, we're getting spicy. Well, all of his are spicy every time. Yep. It is simply a lie that monkeys are anything like us. They aren't educated because they are limited. Their max stats IRL are capped where ours begin. Holy shit. See, you guys, anyone who claims I'm racist has never read this guy's super chats. I'm just saying, like, I'm nowhere near this guy. The third super chat, their ancestors never invented the wheel. The fucking wheel. There's a reason the white races are the only ones that have no third world countries. That's not true. And everyone knows why. There's definitely white third world countries. The Eastern European ones, arguably.
Yeah, they're
Italy.
more like second world, though. Because, like, I've seen, like, every Bald and Bankrupt video at this point, and he loves going to those countries. And how you can tell they're different is they're, like, 1,000 times safer than
I guess that's true.
Countries.
So, yeah, I guess then, yeah, depending on your definition, yeah, whites only have second world countries, not third world. Okay, and then for the fourth super chat, we have all this to say, quoting my dad here. I'm just saying they're the last ones to have come off the trees. See, I want to hear that. Hold on, and then never mind. Anyway, it's total Forspoken death. The boycott, Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Do we just have to mute the end of this podcast?
I want That's a Random Name to debate the Christian anti-evolution people. Because they think that, you know, all of us humans are equal, right? That if you're actually a Christian. So I want this super ultra racist guy to debate them so that I look less bad when I say anything.
Oh, shit.
Rain, thanks to the 2 Canadians. I'm sorry, Devin, you're not a hack. He probably takes that back now that you said all those things about yourself.
Yeah, I know. That's why I had read that when it came. That's why I didn't want to be mean again, but you want to talk about it more, so.
Megas or Megas Carnivore, thanks to the 5 pounds. Super Nintendo suggestions. Gemfire and Evo Search for Eden. I've seen a video on Evo.
I tried playing it probably 5 years ago. And like it's very interesting, but it's not that fun to play. But I'll try it again when we get there.
Yeah. Jeb Reggie, thanks to the $2. How do 80s RPGs square against RPG Maker hentai games? The hentai games clear easy. Like, it's not even close.
Yeah, it's very true.
Like, at least if the plot is horrible in the hentai game, you at least have, you know, the hentai, right?
Yeah, the gameplay is better, too.
Yeah, and some, you know what? That's not too crazy to take, I'll be honest. Some of them actually have okay mechanics.
No one's going to believe me when I say this, but Black Souls 2, I played with the porn turned off, and that game's great.
Yeah, see, there you go. Kane's Games, thanks to the $2. You ever managed to watch that vid thoughts? I actually did watch a little bit of it, of the metaphor video. It was pretty good so far, actually. I'll watch the rest between now and my next stream, and then I'll give you my thoughts. But I did actually listen to a few minutes of it. Storm Chud, thanks to the membership. Does the co-host say the N-word? What, Devin? No, never.
Me? I would never say that. There's
only
not
Thomas.
Recordings of me saying it either.
Thomas has said it 5 billion times. Go find him and cancel him at his job.
Yeah.
That's a random name. Thanks to the 2 Canadian. Name the lowest tier. Yakub's choice. I mean, that doesn't. He
Well,
created us. How could I shit on him? Yakub created us.
If they made the black character in Kingdom Come Deliverance Yakub, it would be based, not woke.
Yeah, that'd be funny. Yeah. MBS Mythic, thanks to the membership. RE6 Lovers is subhuman. Yeah, based.
Yes.
Hell yeah,
this
based.
is true.
Tidia TDA, thanks to the €2. Tetris position is a sin. Super Mario World, best Mario ever.
Blame that on Kobe. I love Tetris.
We can bump Tetris up to good but skippable. Where's Tetris on there?
I have no idea.
There. Good but skippable. Like Tetris, who cares? I mean, that's at this point we should praise phone games. Let's see. Super Mario World is definitely not the best Mario. Again, nostalgia blinding.
Yeah, that's no way.
Nate Diaz, thanks to the $5. Ninja Gaiden 2 is the best in the NES trilogy. It's the Ninja Gaiden 1, what Mega Man 2 is the one. Okay, well, I could try Ninja Gaiden 2. I'm assuming...
When did that come out?
I'm sure we already passed it, but I could try it. I could stream that, too. Fuck it. If you guys want to see me die 10 billion times again. So, yeah, I could try Ninja Gaiden 2. Fuck it. Raiders Freedom, thanks to the $2.
It was 2008. We're good.
No, not that Ninja Gaiden 2. It's
no, 2008. That's
no,
what Google says.
Wrong Ninja Gaiden 2, the first one.
Are you questioning Google?
Yes.
Okay.
Creators Freedom.
Oh, it was 1990. We just missed it.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll play it. Creators Freedom, thanks to $2. Your legacy is Breakers and nothing else. Go play. Dude, most of my fans don't even know that I play Breakers. That doesn't even work. If you ask... Literally, next time I release a real video, ask the people in the comments, like, just make a comment about Breakers, see if anyone even understands. Other than people who watch the stream, even understands what the fuck you're talking about. Beautiful Joe, thanks to the $2. Skyrim sucks balls. Kingdom Come Deliverance 1, 2 forever. Happy face. Okay, well, I know you love sucking the BBC and Hans BWC, but you don't need to share that with the rest of the class. Ricardo Cumsocks, thanks to the $2. You guys should check out Crystalis. It's amazing.
Yeah, dude.
Dude. Yeah. Kane's Games, thanks to $2. I hear it has a great soundtrack. Also, I'm 67. Yeah. The Commodity Man, thanks to the €5. I've got 2 strikes from 2017. Should I risk a channel shutdown for an essay calling Joseph Seed's defender Glenn Beckian? The ending was Crepe. I'm not sure exactly what you're talking about, but well, you have 2 permanent channel strikes. That's what you're saying. I mean, it's dude. I think it's up to you. I mean, you're just doing it for fun, basically, right? You just make a new YouTube channel. Ricardo Cumsocks, thanks to the $2. Crystalis makes Devin go 110% stone cold mold.
Yep.
Wotan, thanks to the membership. I'm a XR Crystalis enjoyer. Refuses to elaborate. Okay.
The Buddha just asked what my favorite books are. Just read the Malazan books. And then see me in 2 years, and I'll give you some other books when you're done with this.
That's a random name, thanks to the 5 Canadian. If you've evolved in the savannah full of giant predators where it's warm all year round, why would you ever need to develop any skills or knowledge? And then it's another monkey emote and then a light bulb. Max G, thanks to the 5 Australian. Hey man, like your vids, what's your opinion on Okami? I loved it when I was growing up, but haven't played in a long time. But yeah.
Dude, I have incredibly fond memories of that game, but I haven't played it in forever.
I already know that a lot of elements would be way too slow to me today because, you know, I've seen gameplay of it since, and I'm like, yeah, this is like
I'll cry.
Too slow.
I think if I think it's bad now, I think I'll cry.
Yeah. That's a random name. Thanks for the 5 Canadian. There are literal cavemen who 300 or so years ago were still living in mud huts. Most still are, by the way. Literal subhumans, and to call them otherwise is a lie. All right. Well,
is this how you get a new strike on your channel?
Yeah, who knows? I'm just glad it's not like in text on the screen. You know, people are like, "Hey, you should have chat going," and I'm like, "No, chat's never going to be on the podcast overlay for obvious reasons." Okay, that was it, Devin. Finally,
we're done.
Yep, probably the longest podcast yet. 2 hours 14 minutes.
Damn, chat, you have to help me out. We have to convince Kobe to play Smite with me. He's too mean. He hates his brother for some reason.
All right, next time Thomas is on, I'll play.
You said that last time. He's a liar.
I was in a bad. I was having a bad day. I didn't sleep.
You're always having a bad day.
No.
Until the goon session starts, it's a bad day.
Okay, whatever. All right, I think we're out of here. All right, I'll see you guys in a couple days. I'm gonna play some Kingdom Come off stream, and then we'll continue the story when I come back. All right, see ya.
Yep. Bye, guys.